to the Jim and John Show. Tonight's game is a flyway matchup of Lomira Lionesses against WLA's Mighty Vikings. I say the Mighty Vikings as they are a powerhouse, ranked number 1 in state and undefeated on the season. Lomira, on the other hand, is struggling to find the net. Lomira is looking for a win. However, WLA wants to keep rolling. And here we go. Game on. And now we'll turn it over to our sideline reporter, Gwen, for the opening lineup for the Vikings.
And now for your WLA Vikings! A senior goalkeeper, co-captain, number 0, Sarah Jacobs. A senior defender, number 2, co-captain, Brianna Bernard. A junior midfielder, number 4, Rachel Mayhawk. A senior defender, co-captain, number 5, Liz O'Connor. A junior midfielder, number 7, Morgan Marcraft. A sophomore defender, number 10, Sarah O'Connor. A senior defender, co-captain, number 12, Marsden Steinhilber. A freshman forward, number 14, Callie Wickman. A junior forward, number 15, Kira Wickman. A junior midfielder, number 17, Erin Belling. And a junior midfielder, number 20, Haley Becker. The Vikings are coached by Pastor David Hay. He is assisted by Emily Billings.
Today's broadcast is copyrighted, protected by the Jim and John Show, but we want our WLA families to share it. The opinions expressed during the Jim and John Show are ours and not WLA or any other affiliates of WLA. So, go ahead and enjoy today's broadcast. Well, Jim, we're back for our first game of the girls' soccer season. It's been a rainy spring. We have had I saw cats, dogs, and other animals. It's been so wet. The field conditions, although the field looks really good, Jim, you and I walked it. What was your take on the field?
Yeah, just like last year, there are spots, especially in the corners. The 2 far corners over there are, still pretty spongy. The grass hasn't come in yet, John, because it was so wet and it got ripped up a little bit. So there are some bad spots out there.
Yeah, they fixed the goalie box. They put some grass in there. It's a nice 56 degrees. Good to play soccer. No wind. The flag is sitting dead, and here we go. WLA coming in versus the Lomira Lionesses. I hope I got that right. They're Lionesses, right? And here we go for WLA. WLA undefeated on the season. Lomira has struggled to come up with any victories. And right away, Jim, they're on the attack.
Yeah, WLA's had a very good spring so far. No losses.
There is the first opportunity of the game. Wickman right at the line trying to get in there. And she's a freshman, Jim. That's pretty incredible. Right across the goal. He makes a mistake, and they score with 37 seconds, Jim, on the clock. Just like clockwork.
37 seconds.
The goalie, it looked like she's a tall goalie. It looks like she's 6 foot or so, and just could not get down quick enough.
Viking goal in the first minute. Number 4, Rachel Mayhawk on an assist from Kira Wickman.
Now, after WLA score, Lomira kicks off, and WLA comes back, gets the ball. They got the 2 Wickman girls up at Jim up at offense right now.
Yeah, and how neat is that, John, to have a junior and a freshman, sisters, and they're both playing forward position for the Vikings today.
And here they come. She's on a breakaway. She's cutting back, looking for her sister. She picks it up.
Junior to freshman.
There's back to her sister, puts it in.
Left-footed.
Jim
Beauty.
gets it low and right between the goalie's leg for the score. A minute and 13 seconds into the first half.
Is it Kelly or Karen? Over.
Yep. And she puts it in to go ahead 2-0.
Viking goal in the second minute. Number 15, Kira Wickman.
Kira Wickman puts it in with a great looking left-footed shot. Goalie just didn't get down on it, went through her legs, and they put it in.
It's like you said earlier, John, that you got a 6-foot goalie there. That's fine and dandy, but with the Vikings, and I'm sure Pastor Haig talked about it before the game, those big kids have a hard time getting low, and the first 2 goals were rolled right in. Doesn't matter how it goes in, it all counts for a goal.
Yep, low and hard, just like you draw it up. That's exactly what you want to do against a tall goalie.
Diagonal, Kira, diagonal.
Here we come up with the outside mid. Lomira does a nice job taking the ball away. And, no pressure on the ball. Lomira gets a chance to get it down into their midfield, into the offensive possession. Their first time down this deep, but that was a cleanup there
By the young O'Connor.
by O'Connor. Here comes Wickman down the field again. She's determined.
Ooh,
Jim, that looked like a pretty nice shot. That's a tough angle, but a nice shot.
Just wide. So we have the Wickman girls up front, and we have the O'Connor girls on the back end. Liz anchors that back end in the sweeper spot, the position that her twin brother John played, and then her little sister's back there. Actually, I'm sorry, Liz is at stopper, and her little sister's at sweeper, so pretty cool.
Yeah, in the midfield we got right now throwing in the Mayhawk. And we got Margraf and Becker.
Becker and Marcraft sharing that center mid. And
Onside.
the two outside mids, Johns, we've watched them since they were freshmen.
Yeah,
Mayhawk and Belling.
Belling. And I was trying to... Belling, when they announced her name, she was already in the center before Gwen even got her name out. She is a little firecracker. She's a worker. She runs the field. I got a chance to watch her the other day against WLA Academy, and the outside mids are both very fast girls.
They remind me a lot of the outside mids the boys had this fall on their team.
There's a handball, and they call it. Yeah, the Belling girl, I watched her just blow past some players in last week's game. I was like, whoa.
And you know what's kind of scary, John, is you look at the 4 midfielders and the 2 forwards, and there's no senior out there.
Yeah, that was amazing when you mentioned that to me. Here comes Jacob, is a senior goalkeeper. She's an athletic girl.
Nice to have some experience back on defense. And Sarah's a senior, Liz O'Connor, the Marston Steinhilber. So they have some veteran leadership back there, and they're going to need it.
Yeah, as the season goes on and you get into playoffs, it's...
Also Bernard, yep. So they actually have four seniors back on defense, which is nice.
Yeah, you're going to get into some tough games as the season goes on, although they had a tough one against Hustisford. They scored, Jim, apparently in the first minute, and they didn't score until the last minute. So they bookended and ended up winning 2-1 on that game. There's a nice shot.
Oh, Becker.
Across the face.
Just a bullet by Haley Becker.
That time the goalie did a much better job getting down, Jim. She got some hands on it, but...
a little more time to react to that one, too, but what a rocket by Haley. And there's another girl that's been playing varsity since a freshman. Tons of experience on this team.
Now, corner kick for WLA. It's their first one. We'll see what they can do. Rachel Mayhawk is going to take it. It's a little bit of a short, but it bounces into the box. Opportunity for WLA to score. A scrum at the middle, but it ends up being a goal kick for Lomira.
Dangerous play there. Ball was just laying out in front of the goal.
Yeah. A bounce short. I thought there was no opportunity there, but Lomira couldn't clean it up. WLA got a couple of feet on it. Couldn't put it in, but a nice-looking possibility, Jim.
So who did WLA tie earlier this year? Was that New Holstein?
Yeah, New Holstein they tied at. I think those were at the Sheboygan tournament, if I might be incorrect on that, but yes. That was one of them. Steinhilber on the side there. doing a nice job.
I know a lot of people are looking forward to Thursday already. Mayville comes to the Fondy Soccer Complex to face the Vikings, and they figured those would be the two teams battling it out.
Oh, nice goalie play
Nice
for
job
Lomira.
coming out on that.
Yeah, very nice. I was just going to look up the game schedule and see who that other tie was, because when you said that, it's like, that's bugging me.
Yeah, and I think they were back-to-back games, if I remember right. Earlier in the year,
Yeah, Campbell Sport,
There
they
you go.
tied 1-1, and then New Holstein was the second tie. But still, undefeated is undefeated. Here we come with, that looked like, oh, nice.
another bullet there from the older Wickman girl.
Did she hit? That was hard to see. I'd have to see that one back again. Kira taking the corner kick, but I
Maybe
don't.
she can get a little more height on it this time.
Yep, low and a lot of
Right
speed,
there,
but there,
send it in.
there it is.
That girl.
Right.
That's good.
Yep. I like she lined it up, put a shot on goal. I have no problem with shots on goal, Jim. Even if they're to the goalie, you never know what's going to happen. It could bounce out of their hand. A variety. Liz O'Connor there playing nice. I just love her style of play.
Not like her brother, isn't it?
Yep. There's a nice ball to
Go, girl.
Margraf.
Go,
She's
girl.
got a one-on-one. She's holding back a little bit.
She went on that.
Yep, Brittany Becker with an
She
off.
was, we had a couple girls off that time.
We just had two, Jim. It was just two offside.
There again, hopefully, Morgan will understand that next time. Just go. Because when she goes, then everyone can go.
Yeah, she's got, like I said, she's got great speed.
Yep.
I don't know if
She's good. She's skilled.
I don't know. Sometimes if you're not left-footed and you're on this left side, you kind of feel a little awkward. I know that takes a little bit of time to get used to being a right-sided midfielder. There's some nice defense.
Brianna Bernard.
Boy,
Call her the
just
Bulldog. That
step
girl
in there.
is tough. You aren't going to find
Brittany
anybody
Becker
tougher.
wrestling there. Or I'm sorry, I called her a sister there. I apologize.
Nothing worse than that.
Boy, I apologize, Haley. That's twice I think I called you that. Just for that, I'll buy your mom a soda at the Quick Trip.
Here we go.
All right, nice ball up in the front. A miss hit by defense, Lomira.
We got Cameron Garrity back there on defense.
I know. I'm surprised.
And there's the Margraf girl getting it up the center of the field.
Good.
I like the position.
Touch it and go.
Little hesitation. There it is. That's what can happen, Jim, when you send it up.
Come on and get that.
Get your spots. Get your spots. Get your
Looking for the center. She's trying to get her foot on it. There's a... Oh, I would have liked to see her step in and take a bang-a-booma, but wasn't quite there. Here, watch this, Jim. Watch this. Oh, I would have liked this.
You know what I love about that Belling girl is she's so small you don't even see her. All of a sudden out of the pack she just comes flying out of there with a ball and
Jim,
like you said,
it was
just
wide
hustle.
open, one-on-one with the goalie. I would have, instead of shooting, I would have liked to seen her take a couple of steps because nobody could catch her.
I think she could have walked right up to the doorstep there.
Yeah, it was like bowling. She could have went and touched and hit right over the bowling pin.
So, you talk about talent on this team, John. They have a sophomore, Caitlin Benia, who played a ton as a freshman and I believe started earlier this year as a sophomore.
Yep.
Got dinged up, and she's been out a while, and they're still just. I mean, they are loaded. They got some talent.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she had.
Hopefully, she'll be back tonight. Maybe play a few minutes. Or,
Yeah, I think apparently, Caitlin. I talked with her dad a little bit. He said that she's feeling better. She's been at a couple of practices now. She got a little bit of game time, not a lot, but here comes the ball again, Jim. Oh, is that laid out beautiful? Oh, Nelly. Those are the ones that you, as a forward, you lose sleep over those when they're like that. It's like, oh.
Good teaching point for Lomira there. That goalie could have come out and grabbed that very easily. Hopefully, she'll get more aggressive on that.
Mayhawks.
Our corners have left a little bit to be desired so far tonight. Not quite getting the ball maybe as high as you'd like.
Yeah, and it's hard on on grass like this that's just cut, and if it's wet, Jim, that foot that you plant sometimes sinks in a little bit. You don't hit it exactly square. There's Liz O'Connor looking. She's going to take it and put it in the center. think she was trying to play it forward to someone.
Well, if I'm a WLA forward and I just saw what happened there, that goalie stood there and let the ball roll all the way to her, I'm going to chase every one of them and get a few free goals here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You could set a WLA record if... there's a...
Nice little give and go there by Lomira. It's interesting, when WLA gets the ball and can send it, they're very effective, but otherwise,
look at
this
this.
midfield is
Here she comes, Jim. Look at
yeah.
Look at her cut back,
Hello.
even after her legs were taken out.
Unbelievable.
Is she
Just
going to get a
blew
shot?
right by her.
It was amazing, and I think the girl, and not to pick on Lomira, I think she was actually holding her a little bit with her arm, but she blew right by her. Nice throw in by WLA. That was a nice throw in, Jim.
Becker, I think, right away.
Was that Becker? That was sweet. There's Belling doing her little thing again, right down the line, looking for the... Oh, nice defense, Jim.
Yep, good call. Got shielded off there.
Yep.
Nice play.
That was a nice shielding. Nice step in by our defense there. Oh, that's nice and tough play there by both players. No call from the ref, which is perfect. Lots of time, gets it up to Margraf, looks for the open person, and there she was. There's up the field. Will she pass it back to the goalie? No, she won't. She'll just hang on to it and try and get it up the field.
Sarah Jacobs was directing Sarah O'Connor the entire way there, where to go with the ball.
Boy, you like to see that from your goalie, Jimmy. As you know, a goalie dad, you want that goalie's got to help their team. It's critical.
Helps everybody. Oh, here she gets, well, let's see her little bump, but 5 is just riding her hard.
Yeah, nice physical play by Lomira. I like to see the physical play, Jim, because it gets them ready for better teams, you bet. Look at us. We got a lot of 4-on-3 here. Oh, another corner? Yes, it is.
I think what the younger Wickman can learn from that is if you've got somebody bumping and banging you that hard, that's the time to stop. Change direction, cross over, and go right to the goal.
Richie, is that our 6th corner kick already? That is 6 corner kicks.
What's your stat, John?
Yeah, 1 out of 8 score. That's typically what you see. And there it might be.
Yeah. Morgan was trying to pass that one instead of popping it in there for a shot, which is all right.
Yep. Morgan, we'd like to see
Yeah. Didn't quite get back.
Oh, here comes Caitlin now, Jim. So we're 13 minutes into the game, and Caitlin gets to see her first minutes. That's good to see her coming on. She's happy to see her. See the field. Liz O'Connor knocks it down. Nice out to the... I like the play. Stein Hilber up to Wickman. Wickman looks. Boy, there's no pressure on her, Jim, whatsoever, I think. I don't know if they're afraid of her or of her speed or what. Here comes Lomira with a little bit of attack. Puts a nice ball, but we step in and Brianna picks it up and takes it. Mayhawk here on the outside. I'd like to see her rip. Go, baby, go. Atta girl. She makes the corner, and she does, and crosses it. Ooh, close. Boy, Jim, I like that, don't you? I mean, around the corner she went. We always say that 20 to 22 degree back, not just along the line, but you want to angle it back so your other teammates have an opportunity. It's onside.
Great pass by Becker right
Here she
there.
goes.
Lomira
Here she
thought
goes.
that was beautiful. Everybody on the Lomira team thought that they were going to be someone was going to be offside for WLA, and Haley waited just long enough,
And she came back.
Yep.
Checking in
She
for
was
the
off.
Lions, number 3, Bella Calarco. And in for the Vikings, number 18, Caitlin Bonilla.
I always say the hard part, Jim, is coming off the bench. You've been injured and those types of things.
I'm sorry.
You've been sitting on the bench. Boy, you get in there, you're so aggressive. In basketball, you get like 3 fouls in 2 minutes. In soccer, you run like a crazy person. We'll see what she does.
Well, some of these
We're going to have
girls
to put college rules into effect and only once.
but the girls get so excited when they hear their name.
Leave it to our sideline reporter to mix it up with the referee, Jim.
That didn't take long.
At least we didn't get kicked out. Throw-in WLA, Steinhilber, puts it down the line. She's got a nice throw-in. That's the second one I've seen. Becker as well. They can really get it in and quickly.
So after a furious start here, John, it's been, you know, not going to say even, but Lomira's battled back a little bit, stiffened up on defense at least, and I think they've dropped a few more girls too, you know, playing quite a bit more defensive than they were earlier.
Yes. And there's a nice ball by Liz O'Connor, puts it up. Look at Benia running, Jim, uncovered.
Still is. There's still nobody covering her in front of the goal.
Pretty amazing.
Here comes somebody finally.
Nice pass back, just a little bit light. Here comes Liz O'Connor to clean it up to the outside.
Come right back.
And she passes it right back. Boy, it's open on the left-hand side. If they see it, everybody's on side, Jim.
Nice, Liz.
Everybody's on
Get some
side.
bodies in front here.
Crosses over.
There.
Oh, that was a score. I would have liked to seen it. Oh,
Nice job, Aaron.
Aaron Belling.
That was that Aaron or Bailey?
Oh,
that looked like Haley to
I
me.
think that was Haley.
Yeah, Haley's Comet. The ball was streaking like a comet on that one. It rolls right over the top.
that girl has got some. She's probably got the hardest, you know, most velocity. She can just shoot bullets.
That's because she works out and moves all the time.
Mayhawk coming down the line. Lomira does a nice job kicking it out of bounds. Let's see how fast and if we can put something together here. Out of bounds. Another corner kick. Gwen, number 7.
Number 7.
One more and it's a score. Actually, last time was bouncing right across the front. We should have maybe put that one in. Let's see what happens.
I think I'd drop one short here and have a girl come and get it. Like, you know, right there. Just have that kind of pre-planned. Nice ball by Morgan.
Oh, nice shield off on the defense.
That was a very...
Nice job, Morgan!
That was an extremely skilled play there by Marcraft to take that with her left foot and kind of redirect it.
Nice.
That's what you want out of your mids.
Look at that, right in the hole, Jim. That's what we always want.
Reminds me of her brother Aaron, wouldn't you say? John? Off
She hits the
right
back
corner.
bar right in the corner. I thought it might be
ball,
hooking
Morgan
in.
Marcraft!
I don't remember who it was, but in the Wayland game, I saw somebody hit the upper 90. It was just beautiful shot. Here's another opportunity, Jim. A short goal kick. Kaylin's got her first chance. She takes a left.
Okay, all right. Get that left foot going.
Yep. And we got another substitute.
Got a bunch here.
Coming in for the Vikings, number 3, Caitlin Pouch. Number 14, Callie Wickman. And number 21, Alyssa Lorenz.
Interesting to see where these subs play now. Alyssa, just a freshman. Alyssa Lorenz playing midfield, center mid.
Yeah, coming in
How about that, huh?
with about 19 minutes in, Jim. She comes in, and as you'd expect, they did substitute their outside mid. You know, they've been running a little bit. The Mayhawk girl was substituted out. I didn't see where the other one went. A forward
Wickman
position?
for Wickman.
Okay, a forward position. There's
you got-
Caitlin.
You got the poach girl here on the outside.
Caitlin to Caitlin. Caitlin C.
nice.
Here's an opportunity. Can she put it away?
Okay, get up there, Caitlin.
She's going to put it across the face. Oh,
Nice left.
Great idea, White!
I guess my only request would be for parents is to
In for the Lions, number 8, Sydney Scharschmidt.
there's too many K's out there, John, to keep track of. There's Kaylee's and Caitlin's and Kylie's
and
and
speaking of K right here, K to K.
watch this. Come on, get
We
there.
got a lot of special K.
Yes, we do.
Hey, that could be a great nickname. Special K.
It was many years ago.
That's my name.
That was
Oh,
No, I'm kidding.
there was a
Yeah.
guy from Michigan State who played with Magic Johnson. His name was Kellogg, and his nickname was Special K.
I
didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't.
That's the 80s, Jim.
Hey,
Come
Jim,
on.
that's why I show up. You think it's because I love soccer so much? No, it's to hear Jim's trivia. And there's a nice shot.
Greg Kelser, Special K. Look it up. Google it, everyone.
Haley's Comet just put some mustard on that. Unfortunately, the goalie was right there, but that was a nice shot on goal.
Right here.
Nice throw.
Runs, sprints out of bounds, gets the ball, and throws it in before the defense is ready.
You couldn't ask for a better fundamental play, Jim, and a throw-in.
If I'm a coach, if I'm Pastor Haig, I'm looking at this going, I like this a lot. You're seeing hustle. You're seeing the kids are into the game, paying attention.
Yep. And Brianna, you know, a senior, and you like to see that. Nice, tough play there. Ball spinning.
You know, intensity-wise, you can't ask for any more.
Ooh, there was a little bit of a handball, but
Nice job, Sarah.
take it away.
Sleight of
Wow.
hand.
Nice job, Sarah.
No.
Oh, close, but looked like offsides.
What's that guy doing in the field?
I don't know.
That's a good question, Jim.
He's not the center.
He was way out of position.
I've never seen the linemen come out
Me either.
20 yards during the game like that.
That wasn't even close to being honest.
Maybe he couldn't see over there, Jim. Maybe the new fresh cut grass he couldn't see over the top of it. Uh-oh, Lomira's first opportunity. And maybe that's the second one, but Jacob's right there to know what's going on. Let's see what she punts like. Not bad. Nice. Look at this, Jim. A 2-on-2 right in the center.
You know she's going. Or if she comes back in, she's in trouble.
Oh, there's a nice play.
Nice job, Alyssa.
Okay, good hustle. Oh, it's beautiful.
Alyssa made a nice play. Alyssa Lorenz. Boy, Jim, that was an excellent play to do that. Offsides again, huh?
So what happens now if we kick the ball out wide where the ref is?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think he'll trip over his
I don't think I've
flag.
ever seen that in all my years of soccer, where the other ref is standing in the field.
Jim, I've only seen that one time because it was raining so hard.
Oh,
But other than that, I've never seen it. I've never seen it in a WIAA game. This was a traveling game down in Milwaukee. It was raining sideways. And
you know, obviously when
Myra
there's a
with a free
two-man
kick.
crew, you got that, but not with a three-man. Ooh, that's not good
Dangerous.
defense right there. We really got to get on that ball a
yeah,
little bit quicker.
they let her bounce, Jim. Here's a chance right now.
Send it.
There it is. Ball's there. Belling can go right to the goal with us. She's so fast. Let's see if she can beat her. Oh,
Too soon.
Oh,
I like the idea, but Belling, if you watch this back, take another step or two. You're so fast. I think you don't have to quite shoot out that far. Now there's a time that you need to do it, but there's another nice play.
great pass. See right there, that stop. That is such an underrated play in soccer. That coach girl just did a really nice job of that.
And here's the Lorenz girl again, out to Caitlin. And what do we got from across the field?
She's the only one that touched it, so she had
Okay, offsides. I think that's like maybe our fifth or sixth offsides, which means that, I always say if you're a good forward, you're going to be offsides a couple of times. There's a lot of hands. If you're not working hard enough. That's what I always say. But this is a little bit too much. Margraf coming in for Becker.
In for the Lions, number 5, Christina Biffert, and number 17, Faith Rinsel. And returning for the Vikings, number 4, Rachel Mayhawk, and number 7, Morgan Markgraf.
What they did was they brought Mayhawk in, put her back at left, and sent Caitlin over to the other outside, to the other outside mid, Jim. So it looks like they're rotating 3 outside mids, and one inside mid.
Look at that.
Here's a nice cutback by Caitlin, and a little bit of a handball. Could be a score. Oh,
Got lucky on that.
oh, that's one of those unusual.
Deflected right up into the goal.
Jim, that was a jukebox hero right there. The ball was just bouncing.
So
Swing and a miss.
Seeing Caitlin Poach now, she's got a go-to move already, John. That hesitation, and then she crosses over and blows by her defender.
Yeah.
Very patient with the ball.
Look at this. Another beautiful throw-in, Jim.
Just as beautiful as her sister Alyssa.
There we go. That's ours.
We were talking about the skill of the play, not the hairdo.
Well, that Lorenz girl's got.
Oh,
some
here we go.
wheels for
Here we
being a
go.
big girl.
Can she make the turn? Nice bump off the ball. Nice play by Lomira. And she fights through it. Kaylee fights through the play. That was awesome.
Lomira's getting close to drawing a penalty on those. They're starting to extend the arm, and
You know what I like about that,
Good
Jim? She was a
physical
freshman. Held her ground on that.
Oh, yeah.
Now I know Lomira's a younger team as well. And
got a couple freshmen out there for the Vikings right now.
here comes the cross. A little bit low again, Jim. Got to work on some of those at practice, I think. I'd like to see him get a little bit farther in.
We're on leg strength there, maybe.
Returning for the Lions, number 10, Libby Goff.
Is the crowd like freaking dead? Nobody's cheering.
They're not into it, hon.
That's because we didn't have our introductory music, and that's my fault. Here we come with another short goal kick, Jim. Boy, you could almost have a set play off of a short goal kick.
Send it. Nice.
Over the top,
Excellent.
but look at the backspin on it.
Go. Who wants it? Oh, we should have been a lot quicker than that. Didn't like the way we jogged up to that one. We
No.
had two of our forwards just jogging up.
I'll tell you what, it's 2-0. It's not like it's 8-0. I would have liked to seen a
In
little
for the
bit more
Vikings, number
momentum there.
15, Kira Wickman. And number 16, Teresa Honecker.
You know, if you get a chance to watch this back, you know, it's almost like a shark and there's blood in the water. And that's the way when the ball gets down there, as you play better teams, it's harder to get the ball in the offensive third where you got opportunities like that. Especially, Jim, when you're down at the state tournament or whatever. You don't get a lot of those. You have to take advantage of them.
Yep. You don't ever let an opportunity go wasted, because you don't know when that's going to be the opportunity that's going to win the game for you.
Yeah, I can remember years ago a game that was 0-0, 1-0. Yeah, thanks. I'm going to fire that guy again. And there was only one opportunity that the other team had, and they scored on it. And we must have shot 20 shots and didn't score at all, and ended up losing that game. I'll never forget that. Now here's a really good chance for them. Here it is again. Nice defense.
About that O'Connor girl 2 times.
Whoa. I thought the girl was going to cut back and she was going to run through the play, and she didn't, Jim.
Yeah, Sarah, not only with good hustle, but good hustle times 2 as the ball deflected, and then she had to cover up the last girl too.
And the wherewithal even to get it out past the back line, which, you know, I'm not a big one of doing that, but that is the perfect play because she didn't know who was behind her. She had help or what.
Yep.
First corner kick for Lomira. First time that they're in the position to put some heavy pressure on WLA. WLA fights out of it. Caitlin is coming up the side, gets challenged by Lomira a little bit. Steinhilber clears that out.
Well, that Lorenz is very active in the midfield, middle mid. She's got her foot on everything.
O'Connor with a back kick by accident. Here comes her senior again. She's taking her time, looking. There she is, nice and smooth. Beautiful, beautiful play out of trouble there for WLA. Oh, look at that footwork. Amazing. And then gets it right here to Mayhawk. Wide open. Mayhawk pounds it down the field. Tries to run on it. She grabs it. Cuts it back. Is looking towards the center. Lots of white in there. There it is. A perfect pass.
Got it.
Textbook.
There you go.
Textbook.
You got it. That's
Jim,
gorgeous.
you couldn't draw that up on a clipboard any better than that was played. Mayhawk kicks it up, brings it down to the corner, cuts back. We saw a ton of white, gets it right past the defender, and puts
In the 31st
right where it
minute,
needed to be.
Viking goal by number 15, Kira Wickman, on an assist from Rachel Mayhawk.
I'll tell you, that was one of the nicest assists, Jim, I've seen in a long time. Looked up, had a little bit of time, and just said, I'm going to put it right where it's got to go, and she did.
You know
In
what,
for the
John?
Vikings, number 11, Louisa Wenig. Number 17, Erin Belling. And number 20, Haley Becker.
Go back one step further. When Caitlin Bonilla got the ball here, controlled it against two people, bought some time, and then sent it up to get Rachel Mayhawk on her way. Just great,
Just beautiful.
great teamwork.
Yeah, just beautiful soccer.
That was Kira.
And now you can tell why WLA is undefeated, because if they play like that,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's an offensive push. It's been very physical down there. Now that time she got her elbow lifted and pushed her to the ground. Whenever you lift that arm or elbow, you get called, or you can get called, I should say. Feels like she's cooling down a little bit.
Well, never. It's all relative, John. When it never warms up, how can it cool down? But I know what you're saying. It's just a little.
Feels
colder
like I
than
need
it
to
was.
turn the furnace on, Jim. That's what it feels like. Bonilla running across the field trying to get her foot on it. She does and gets a shot off. I'll tell you what, that was a hustle play. That was a beautiful hustle play. 31 minutes. WLA goes up 4-0. I'll tell you what. Wow.
In the 32nd minute, number 18, Caitlin Bonilla. In for the Lions, number 13, Cameron Garrity. Number 15, April Trauba. And number 18, Mariah Recklaw.
There's a little bit of a dangerous play. Could have been something there, but Emily Jacobs comes up and makes a play.
John, back to that goal.
Sarah Jacobs, excuse me.
You know, Caitlin wins it, is getting battled by a couple of people, slows down the pace, and then has the wherewithal to chip it over the defender and the goalie. That is so hard to do.
Jim, it was 3-on-1 there on that play, and she worked around because she was really double teamed, and the third one there was for moral support, and she got it through, Jim. It's pretty amazing, actually.
You know, that's a tough play to chip that ball when you're kind of going away a little bit on an angle from the goal. Very skilled.
Ooh, nice play. Boy, that's another impressive clear by.
What? No.
She wanted to. Yeah, I wanted to run the clock. Here comes another play to the center.
I don't think so either.
Oh, nice play. Just
Center game tells me, because that's against the rules to just start running the clock all over.
yeah.
Not getting in trouble for that.
No, there's no.
It's only 4-0. We've seen games where it was already 10-0 at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, that was unusual. I was going to say that, but I didn't want to.
Well, if I'm the Lomira
Nice
coach, I'm
job,
going, why are you
Alyssa.
doing that? Give us a chance.
Nice
Look at the
job.
Lorenz girl. Watch.
Oh, she
And a left foot.
a left-footed shot, Jim. If you go back and watch the film, I saw somebody on the backside unmarked, and I didn't see who it was, if it was Belling or Wickman. But regardless, I don't mind because the shot was on goal.
Yeah, a lot of traffic in there, too. It was a little jumbled up.
Probably hard to see. You're looking down to take the ball, but
That's the next step, though, John. That would be the next, you know, as you grow as a soccer player and you become
Right.
more skilled and experienced, that's the next step.
absolutely. Here's a track meet right now. And Lomira gets the better of us on that one. Yeah, we got Wenning playing outside mid. That's her first minutes of the night. Boy, our cameraman needs to go back to camera school.
Boy, she's got quick feet for a big girl, Alyssa Lorenz. Just
Nice
very
right
impressed.
to Benia's feet.
Get to it.
Boy, she
Settle. Nicely done again,
They
Sarah.
moved Cameron up.
there's a little bit of aggressiveness right now by Lomira right in that middle of the field. Lorenz clears it. Oh, Jim, right, beautiful play. Coming up the field, here we go, 3-on-3. Yeah, the ref was almost out of position. Oh, there's the ball right to it. Oh,
I thought one of the girls would get to that. Good cross. Was that Aaron Belling again? Nice. Somebody out there.
Quick
sent a
kick
nice
and-
ball.
16, Teresa is playing center right now. Myra's been making a little bit of an imprint in that midfield. And there's the first shot by Lomira right there.
What they've done, John, is 13 and 5 were playing defense for them early on. They're two of their best players, and they moved them both up. I suppose he figures I gotta,
Oh, for Lomira.
Yeah.
Okay, good eye, Jim. Good eye. I'm still trying to get used to all the K names. So, speaking of, one-on-one with the goalie. Here it is, and she takes a shot.
save.
Jim, what a great shot as well. I'll tell you what, that's a kid that has played
In for the Lions,
Against some
number
heavy
9,
competition.
Steph Nico. And returning for the Vikings, number 4, Rachel Mayhawk. Number 5, Liz O'Connor. Number 7, Morgan Markgraf. And number 14, Callie Wickman.
You know, it was a quick shot. A lot of people would have said, well, maybe you ought to take a step or two. But ultimately, when you got a big goalie like that, if they come out and take the angle away, that makes that shot even harder. So I don't have a problem with that shot whatsoever. Corner kick, WLA, probably about the 8th corner kick. Let's see how we do. Jim, we just are playing everyone. Can't quite get them into where I'd like to see them.
We've got nothing out of the corner.
Ooh, that's a hard hit to the midsection. Right now, send it back in. Here we go. Corner. That's a little bit better. WLA controlling the ball right now in the offensive third. Across the field. Oh, Jim. You know what? I've seen some really impressive play. That right there by Mayhawk to get it as technically a shot at goal.
That was a tough
Pretty awesome.
turn there.
I like what she does. Jim, she puts it just over the top of the defense, stretches them out.
Yeah, Morgan's really good at that.
Oh, here comes the Lorenz girl. I'll tell you what, I am impressed with that play because a lot of times you see the defenders clear
Yep.
and they're so non-playable, and I think she's hit like 5 of them just like that. I'm totally impressed.
Yep.
Returning for the Vikings, number 20, Haley Becker.
Especially tonight, John, in a game where the goalie's not aggressive, there's so much dead space between that goalie and the last defender. Literally 20, 30 yards of real estate, and it's wide open, and Morgan's putting the ball right there.
Oh, nice takedown. Send it right back in. And she does.
Ball.
Oh, a nice.
That takes some skill right there.
Hey, I'll tell you what. We have definitely got the price of admission here.
Yeah, we've been watching, WLA girls soccer for quite a few years, John, and they've had some exceptional teams with some really good players. But I don't know if I've ever seen the athleticism and the speed as I see with this group.
It's hard to tell. I got to see them. I've only seen them 2 games, and I need to see a little bit more. But I'll tell you what, I've seen some fantastic skill and play. That's interesting.
Quite sure what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know if he's calling a hook there or. That's interesting. Free kick, Lomira, about 40 yards out. Jacobs is looking. Doesn't get flicked. WLA is able to clear it out a little bit.
Leave it to
Get some
Brianna
pressure on
Bernard.
there. Is that who got it?
Yep. And again,
That was close to a hand in the box.
that girl gets to everything.
Mayhawk's pushed off the ball, but she hangs in there.
See, now, I'm a fan of physical defense too, John, but running like that with an arm extended,
Yep.
I'm not quite sure that that's soccer the way it was supposed to be played.
No, usually on the girls' side, they call that, Jim.
Oh, nice. Quick again.
Right there, Jim.
Yeah.
That was pretty physical from the back. But, you know, sometimes when the other team is leading, you know, we've seen that happen. The referees, like, feel sore. Oh, she came back and got onside.
Yep. Look at
Going
it.
to the goal. If she doesn't score this time, I'd be shocked.
Oh, what a nice little hesitation. Oh, sister to sister. Yeah. The younger Wickman had a real golden opportunity there. Good hustle, though. Did you notice now, John, that Lomira's taken their best defenders off that back line, how easily we're beating them? It just seems almost too easy right now to get right to the goal.
Connor to the ball.
I suppose it's pick your poison, you know. You put a couple of his better players up top trying to get a goal, and
Just for the parents and grandparents that watch this back, we had to hire a non-union camera guy, and he's struggling. Oh, there's a nice play.
Excellent.
Tell you, by the goalie, made a nice play to try and take the angle away, but absolutely beautiful. Got her to commit at the last minute.
Viking goal in the 41st minute. Number 15, Kira Wickman. In for the Lions.
40
Number
minutes.
2, Megan Baden. And number 5, Steph Luco. And number 16, Emma Hack. And returning for the Vikings, number 3, Caitlin Pouch. Number 6, Madison Sampson. And number 22, Anna Borgwart.
I don't know. I haven't seen Sampson. Is that her first time in? I think that's her first time in for the game. So we got some younger players coming in. Some of the guys that maybe don't get as many minutes. And there's a play by O'Connor, Jim, and that's just what we were talking about.
see, if that goalie's not going to come out, she's going to let that. Now, and then she comes out way too late and leaves the goal open.
Oh, and we missed an open goal, unfortunately. But I like the play.
Yep.
Anna Borgwart.
Yeah, Anna.
Another freshman, huh?
Yep.
I don't have her on my roster, do I?
They added, Pastor added her and one other one. Who was
Okay.
the other one for
Just
this
her.
team? Oh, okay. I thought there was another one. All right.
22. Okay, I don't have her on my roster. Thank you.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah, just great passing from the three girls that have played the majority of our middle mid, being Becker, Markgraf, and Lorenz, have all done a great job of distributing the ball so far. Just awesome.
another corner kick, Jim.
Returning for the Vikings, number 16, Teresa Honecker.
Players getting in a position for the, I don't know, 9th or 10th corner kick. That was a little bit better. It bounced into the,
Who took that? Did
Haley.
okay?
okay.
Yeah,
She
Becker's got strong legs.
Yeah, that's her second one that I think she's taken, and I like it. Coming down to the last couple of minutes here before halftime. Some of our younger players getting a chance to play. That's great. Number 16, Teresa. She came in.
Something kicks.
She looks like she's playing
Big
Liz's
something
spot.
got some kicks or something.
Our sideline reporter is trying to tell me something, but I don't know what she's saying.
The sign over there.
The sign.
Trying
Oh,
to read what
oh,
Big has
those are
got some kicks.
not Trump supporters.
Oh, number
They-
6 has got some
Oh.
kicks.
nice.
Madison Sampson. That's it.
There's some nice physical play by Lomira. Brings up the ball. A little push in the back. Got away with that.
Could have really called that one. It displaced our girl.
I don't think he's going to call much tonight. He's going to just let it go.
Going to get to halftime, get warm, and whatever happens in the second half happens.
WLA up 5-0 with about a minute left in the game. Do we call 2 minute, Gwen, or do we call 1 minute?
Just
1 minute, right? Coming up in the last minute and a half of the game here. WLA getting another chance. Gets her foot on the ball. There's the senior. Looking for a nice play. Lomira steps in, takes the ball. Ooh, nutmegs her.
Yeah, but look how quick Brianna reacted to that. Just like that, she turned, sprinted back.
Yeah, and O'Connor comes up and supports right away too, Jim. That's what I really like.
Not to brag, Johnny, but that's two St. John's girls right there. St. John's and Lomira. We got 3 of them on defense. How about that?
There's an illegal throw-in. Look at this. Watch this, Jim.
1 minute remaining in the half.
Oh, Margraf takes the ball, cuts back inside, is looking. Oh, a pass right on the back. One-on-one with the goalie here? Yes. No. Nice defense by Lomira to take away a goal from WLA just at the last second.
No stat there for Morgan, but I'll give her an assist anyway. That was an incredible
That was a great pass
to see that angle and have that right on the money.
Quick corner. That was a good corner, Jim. Quickly taken. Lomira wasn't even set. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one.
In the box now, at least.
This could be a record. It's I think this is our 13th
3 tries for a quarter.
13th corner kick.
8,
Handball in the box by WLA, but he gets away with it. Last opportunity, and that's probably going to end the half there. As our first game of the year, WLA over Lomira 5-0. The Lionesses versus the Vikingesses, and a lot of corner kicks, Jim, in that first half, somewhere around 13. And I saw the Wickman girl. What did she have? 4 of those goals? 3 of those goals. It was pretty impressive. We got to see Caitlin Bonilla come in and get some minutes. Played excellent ball. But, Jim, my overall impression is, wow.
Is that the game report?
I didn't see any weaknesses, John. You know what I mean? I just didn't. Sometimes you can look at a team and say, okay, they're strong here, they're a little weak there, they're okay there. I don't see a weakness. Now, granted, they didn't get pounded. You know, Miss Jacobs didn't get a ton of opportunities, but the defense was always in shape. They were helping. They were rotating, clearing the ball.
Yeah, our 4 defensive players were excellent. The only unknown is, like you said, is the Jacobs girl. We didn't get this. What did she handle the ball, once or twice? So, you know, but I know she's a very good athlete. But you're right, the midfield, the forwards, I'm totally impressed, Jim. So,
well, if they got a goal in the back of the Jacobs yard, maybe Matt and Dougie can get out there.
On today's halftime report, I want to answer the number 1 question I get. And that is, how can I see these events or know when I can view them? The best answer is to hit the subscribe button on our channel and you can subscribe. It will ask you for a Gmail account. By having a Gmail account, it will send you emails when it's available. If you don't have a Gmail account, get one. If you don't want one, go down to the Show More, and I've added a couple of links to show videos on what to do if you don't want to have a Gmail account. Now, if you don't want to subscribe, you can always go to YouTube and do a search for WLA Sports. You can add in Jim and John Show to make it faster and click the event that you want. Hey, thanks for tuning in, and go Vikes! And we're just about ready to get it all going for the second half. WLA up 5-0. What a great halftime show. And the ball. Brittany puts a little bit of mustard and kicks it out.
What you don't know out there in YouTube land is that John just said, "What a great halftime show," and the only problem is we haven't done it yet. So now the pressure's on, John. You've already promoted it, so now you got the pressure is on.
Oh,
John, what did you need me to do? Sorry.
that's okay. I'll tell you in just a minute. Well, Jim, what do you think Pastor said at halftime? We've been around Coach Haig for a long time. What do you think his words of wisdom were?
Well, I have to believe that, first of all, he told them that was a well-played half, and I have to believe after that it was, but that's only a half, and it's only a half of one game of many that constitute a season. So I think with a young team like this, what you're looking for is consistency, and I'm sure if he could see another 5-0 half, this half, he'd be thrilled.
Oops, she lost control. Jim, I just wonder, I was thinking to myself, as a great coach, he's probably coaching on a few fundamental things. Hey, here's a couple of things that you could try or do better. I just, I have that feeling along with what you said.
Yeah.
He's coaching them up.
Oh, certainly.
Coaching them up.
He's coached way too many years and too many teams, too many situations.
Look at this, wide open on the backside, and there's the ball. Oh, what a nice cross over to a wide open player. Mayhawk knocks it over the top.
There, yeah. But she didn't really blast it either. She just, that was a nice touch, just a tad bit too
She'd
high.
hit the corner kicks like that. We'd,
yeah.
It's horrible.
And thank you for the... Oh,
Whoops.
I was going to say, what's going on here? Nobody
Everyone
moved.
was ready except the referee.
Okay, he's saying change size. Want to thank the Kings, especially our sideline reporter, Gwen, for being an awesome individual and getting us hot chocolate because, got to be honest with you, my hands are even getting a little cold.
Tastes a little bit more like hot water, but
Ooh,
Yeah.
they forgot
He
to
didn't
put
even
the
stir it
chocolate
up.
in.
chincing on the chocolate tonight.
He didn't have it ready. He put hot water in the.
Gotcha.
He warmed up the water in the microwave.
Okay, well, we're not going to complain because for me, the price was right.
John, getting back to what you talked about earlier here a few minutes ago, is you bet Pastor was talking about individually and as a group what they can do better. And that's a coach. You just got to keep doing it. And
Hey, get behind her! Get
positive
behind her.
reinforcement.
Roll over. Good job. I got it. Watch 20 with the
Again.
Another throw over the top. Boy, Jim, both bookends here. Nice throw in. Look at that, Jim. That is a nice throw. Man, it's a nice play, giving us a chance. Ooh, that went off of us. The ref missed the call. Imagine that. That actually hit off of us. Is she going to drop? Nope, she's going to take it.
Well, it's been since what, 2009, since the girls have been to state.
Yeah,
It's a long
2009
time.
since the girls have been to state. I have another record for you, 14 corner kicks and a half. And this is going to be our first one of the second half. Oh, second. Wow. And Jim, how many shots on goal did we have the first half?
I don't know. I think Richie
I don't know,
ran out of
Richie.
room on his stat sheet down there.
How many shots on goal does he
13 shots on goal, and that's on goal. That doesn't mean the ones that went over the top or whatever, but I'll tell you what, that is a lot of 14. So 14 corner kicks, 14 shots on goal. Wow, that is some stats. Another corner kick for us here, number 3. Who's taking that, Jim?
Is that Kira?
Kira Wickman in the corner here on the right side. Gonna blast it to the front side of the net. Ooh, right off the defender.
Nice.
Another little chip out to the center. Oh, go to the ball. Go to the ball.
Go get it.
Nice dribbling out of trouble here by Lomira. Number 5 here.
Trauma.
Isn't that one of the seniors there, number 5?
I'll tell you, that was a good play. Puts it in for a possibility
Oh, that's Christina Bifford.
Yeah. She's an athlete.
from Biffert Lumber.
I would be Blifford.
Oh,
Do you remember Ryan Bifford?
Yeah, Ryan Bifford, heck of a basketball player for Lomira. Lit us up many a night.
Yes. Nice kid, too.
Yep, great kid.
Boy, thank goodness we got you two. We know no one from the flyweight conference.
All right, come on.
Oh, Nelly.
Where's your
Cut
partner?
back. Where is it?
There she is.
Nice defense by Lomira to knock her off the ball, but she hangs in there. Gets it off the field. Here we go. Turn it in. Cut back. Oh, nice. Oh,
Look at that.
oh my golly. That was Jim. I'll tell you what. We have watched our state runner-up boys play all fall, and I'll tell you, that was as good as any play that I've seen.
In
Wow.
the 51st minute, Viking goal by number 14, Callie Wickman.
Wow. I'll tell you what. We expected the cutback there, Jim, and she just got around her.
There again, Erin Belling just, what a nice job. And put that ball in a spot where the goalie really had a tough decision to make and allowed her forward to get on it and knock it home.
Giving a shout out to Erin Belling, huh?
Yeah, but what a Jim, when you look at that, what a great finish though too. You know,
yeah.
I mean,
She was contested, you bet. There was a defender there.
it always takes a good pass, but you gotta finish the play, and that's exactly what transpired.
I did not announce Kaylee Giller. Do I announce her that she's in goal?
Yes. Next maybe Sunday or something.
Oh yeah, we have a goal change. Senior for senior, right?
Yes.
Kaylee Gill at goal for WLA. She handled the ball for 2 seconds there. WLA continues to put the pressure on. She takes it away from her. Look at this, Jim, down the center. Holy cats.
Nice.
Look at that. Oh!
There it is.
Oh!
Bang it.
Oh! The oohs and ahs of the crowd, Jim.
So, all right, John, here's my prediction. My bold prediction of the night. As fast as Erin Belling is, if she was 5'11", she'd be faster than Usain Bolt if she had longer legs. I'm telling you, that girl is like lightning out there. Do you see her just blow by that girl again? Unbelievable.
Look, right there.
See ya.
She just took the Jets, turned them right on. And it really kind of slows down. I don't even think she's running full speed.
I think when she slows down, she's waiting for that defender to see if they're going to overcommit so she can cut it back. But she's too fast.
It's fun to watch, I'll tell you.
Lot of talent, a lot of speed. Both those outside mids can just run like the wind.
Well, Jim, you're going to get an opportunity to see them both on Thursday and Friday. Who do we play Thursday? Who did you tell me?
Mayville's coming to town, and
Mayville.
they're
number 2, right?
I believe
in the
they're only
flyweight.
a game behind us. So
Oh, you're going to see a great game on Thursday.
This could be go a long way in determining who wins the conference this year.
And then do they play Springs? Is that what I saw on Friday?
Yep,
is that a
Friday
home game or
Yep,
is that
right
okay?
here.
Oh, so 3 home games this week. It's a big week for WLA. Of course, that makes up for all the spring where schedule and reschedule and
First game on this field tonight, right here.
yeah.
So
That's why we're here. The inauguration of the girls soccer for 2017. There it is.
look at
Oh,
Did
man.
you see how Morgan attacked that ball? Got her body in the right position so she could just bang one touch.
Aaron Margraf, if you're watching this, I'll tell you what. You taught your sister well. Because I don't even remember you taking a shot that good. No, I'm just kidding. No, that was absolutely excellent. We always got to do that. We got to harass the sibling.
Oh, absolutely.
Create a little sibling
Hey, what a
rivalry.
big week for speaking of Aaron Markgraf. Call day is Saturday. Johnny finds out where he's going. How
That's
neat, huh?
exciting. That's
and
exciting.
Hannah.
That's awesome. Yeah, he and Hannah both.
And I'm going to get an opportunity actually to go to the wedding, Jim.
Me too.
I'm excited. I wanted to stay in the cabins,
Yeah,
but Diane wouldn't let me. She goes, I need running water.
we talked about that too. We're actually
you
staying.
Best Western, maybe? Is that where?
We're staying at. Oh, go ahead.
Or at the casino?
Okay,
Maybe I got casino money. I can't remember.
there you go.
We'll have to meet up there for
Where are we staying, hon?
Heartwood.
Which is like a campground for, that's where all the Wells pastors and stuff go for vacation during the summer.
Okay.
So we're going to be roughing it, but not quite as much as the cabin. So yeah,
Well,
it'll be a fun weekend.
I wanted the cabins. I'm actually going to bring out my fishing poles, Jim, and try and get a little bit of fishing in. I've had the fishing itch and haven't been able to get out. So
Talk about a busy week. I'm going to be in Canada that week fishing. I'm coming back on Wednesday or Thursday, hopping back in the car, driving back up to St. Croix on Friday for the wedding, and then we got to leave Saturday morning for a shower in Milwaukee.
wow.
So
Well, the drive from Canada to where the wedding is only like a 20-minute drive, but
well, about 7 hours.
I'm kidding because it's so far up north.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, the Milwaukee drive is longer. No, where are you heading in Canada?
Whitefish Lake, Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Oh, Thunder Bay. Awesome.
Oh,
Oh,
that was a little bit of.
you're gonna let
Sarah.
that play. Oh,
I don't even think she wanted the ball. I think she just wanted to.
Just back off the next one. Where are you playing?
what was I don't know why the crowd came alive on that. I don't know what they saw.
I think the Lomira.
Oh, that's offsides, Jim,
He
but
wasn't watching. See what she does this time.
go low. Oh, trickery and are they gonna make that call?
Got a little fancy there.
Jim, the goalie was making a play for the ball, or I would know Pastor would have been arguing that.
Yeah. Oh, what a smart play here. Did you see that nice little chip?
Oh,
What a great.
I am impressed. I am impressed. I'll tell you,
Marston Steinhelber.
that was an excellent play. That's an Oshkosh girl there, if I'm not. You got your kudos in about Lomira, but I'll tell you, I think she's an Oshkosh girl. That almost looked like an Oshkosh United type play. Oh, offsides. Yep.
That time he caught him.
Yeah.
He said, fool me once.
But as well as she played, if there was one mistake that I've seen her do tonight, she has got to be aware of where the defenders are. She's watching the ball, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you just got to be aware of the lines.
Here we go! Go, Christina!
Oop, a little bit of a dangerous play there by
Nice scoop.
O'Connor. I would have liked to seen a little bit farther clear out, but the goalie got to handle the ball.
Came right out, no hesitation. Well, you're out of whack here with our midfield. Needed to have somebody else. There we go.
Oh, it's going to call that one because she went to the ground, Jim.
Yeah, that was a
Hard to not call that one.
that was almost a right hook to the jaw there.
You go, Emma!
58th minute. We're in a few minutes here, getting ready for our first sub. Is that right, Gwen?
Yes.
Our first sub of the second half.
With it!
There she goes. She's looking. Crosses right into the center. Beautiful
Morgan,
play.
Nice touch.
Haley's Comet was trying to get to it. I'd like to see her put something on it. And she's looking left. You could see, Jim, where she was going to go with that the whole time. You saw the goalie run out at her. You saw probably a foot on the left-hand side that was open. Otherwise, the goalie had the whole goal blocked, and she puts it right where
Viking
she
goal in
needed.
the 59th minute, number 15, Kira Wickman.
That was the right idea, Kirsten. That was the right idea.
Yep, that was a good goalie play.
Returning for the Vikings, number 18, Caitlin Bonilla. And in for the Lions, number 3, Bella Calarco. And number 12, Andrea Geiger.
7-0.
And in for goal for the Vikings, Kaylee Gill.
Earlier I said Morgan's not going to get an assist on those nice passes. Well, she did on that last one. That was another gorgeous pass. She just dumped right in front of the goal. When you've got unselfish midfielders, you can have a tremendous soccer team.
Nice job.
You know
Aaron.
that,
Oh, it's
John, because your son Aaron was benefited from a ton of those, and your son Jordan delivered a ton of
Yep.
those.
And my other son.
And
Yep.
yeah, Josh too.
Midfield.
You know, if you can win midfield and you can be a hustle and an unselfish player, you're going to be part of a fabulous team.
This is people that don't really follow soccer as much as maybe you and I do. I always tell them the game is won and lost in the midfield control. It's like chess. When you play chess, the person who controls the center of the board ultimately will win the game. Same in soccer. If you can control the midfield and what's going on, typically you're going to be able to control the game and usually win.
Yep. Yep, we talk about that in hockey too, very similar to soccer. You got to be strong right in the middle.
Nice
And our
ball,
girls have done a
boy.
fantastic job tonight.
Look at this, another 3-on-3.
Ready? Go.
Oh!
Tantalizing.
You know, just as she kicked that ball, she got a little bit of a defensive bump.
Those bumps are getting a little
Harder.
yeah, a little harder as the night goes on. But our girls, to their credit, no one said a word, no one's reacted to it. Nothing, just play.
No, we have, but they haven't.
That's right. That's what we're here for. Those of us that can't anymore, we talk about it.
Here she comes again, Jim. Oop, that one she got a. That looked like a toe punch to me by accident. Didn't have her foot twisted enough. Here comes the normal
In for
rotation.
the Lions,
Jim.
number 19, Brianna Flores. And returning for the Vikings, number 3, Caitlin Pouch. And number 21, Alyssa Lorenz.
I see a lot of similarities, don't you, from boys fall soccer to girls spring soccer with Coach Haig with his outsides, how he tries to rotate.
Right, and Jim, we talk about that all the time at the boys' games. It's because those outsides, the way in his system, they should be running, and they do, and they get more tired first. Oh, nice shot! Oh.
What a great ball from Caitlin Bonilla. That is the essence of soccer. The ball's on the right side. It gets swung to her. What does she do as the defense is running toward her?
Diagonal back.
Right
Yeah.
back on an angle, and the defense is flat-footed, allows for a shot. Smart plays.
Yeah, I can't say how impressed.
It could be a lot worse. I mean, give Lomira credit. They're hustling. They're still playing really hard. They're contesting the ball. They've not thrown in the towel. They're playing hard.
You know, the other thing, Jim, is we just saw the goalie for one of the first times tonight really come out on the ball.
Yep.
Did you notice that?
I think there might have been a little conversation at halftime.
Well,
about
I was
that.
going to say, playing a great team like WLA makes you better. I mean, it really does. If you get to see all sorts of things, especially if you had 14 shots on goal against you. You got to see a lot. I used to say that Dustin Gurok used to be one of our goalies.
Oh, yeah.
In the summer, he played for Brownsville. Boy, that poor guy just got pounded, but I'll tell you what, he got to be pretty good because
Yep, that's how you learn.
he got a lot of experience, and I'm sure even your son.
Oh yeah, all those early years playing against Nina
And playing up, probably 2 years up.
and we were half girls. We were co-ed no less. So I mean, yeah. Here's Caitlin.
Here
on
comes
breakaway.
Caitlin. Nice ball ahead of her.
Yes.
Oh!
Bad, Scott.
We're going to make a no call.
All right.
Okay. I can't argue with that, Jim. Everybody was playing. Nobody. I didn't see anything illegal there. Just
She's got a bloody nose.
the only thing
Pearson's got a bloody nose. Pearson has a bloody nose.
looks like we're going to have to.
Did he
No. Yeah, they're changing goalies, Jim. And you were going to say, I'm sorry, we paused there for the substitution of the hurt player.
Yeah, and you know how we were just
In
talking
at goal for Lomira, number 1, Sydney Scharschmidt.
about how what you've learned, it's given situations, and all those years I coached, I always told our team, it doesn't matter if you win, lose, draw, if it's a blowout, either way, if you don't learn anything, it was a wasted day, it was a wasted night, and I hope these girls feel that way too. In any situation for Lomira tonight, they're gaining some valuable experience too.
Yeah.
Defender, 1973. He's now in prison.
Do you know who sings that song?
Freddie Fender.
Let's keep it that way.
Yes.
Hey, got the sideline reporter all worked up, Jim.
Well, you know, that's our entertainment at night, John. We each have an iPod, and we're adding songs constantly.
Name that too. Ooh, she
There we
stayed
go.
on side that time. She wanted to go off, but she stayed on. There's a battle for. Oh, wow.
What was that?
That was a number 8, wasn't it? That was 8-0 WLA. I don't think the goalie thought she was going to shoot, Jim, because she
Viking
didn't
goal in
get
the
down on that.
64th minute, number 15, Kira Wickman.
It is their
And
backup
returning for the
goalie.
Vikings, number 22, Anna Borkwart.
Going to bring some players in for WLA.
So, you know, I know Kira's got a number
She
of
has 6 goals.
goals tonight, 5, 6, whatever. The girl is talented. There's no doubt about it. But those goals are definitely a product of
Some good play.
What's going on in
Absolutely.
front of her, or behind her, I should say, because
Nice job, Alyssa.
people are giving her the ball in fantastic positions to score.
Absolutely, Jim. Absolutely.
Hey, Richie.
And as a forward, you just love that kind of play. Hey, here comes our JV player that's playing up tonight.
Freshman, is that Pastor Borgwart's daughter?
I think so.
Yep.
Okay. Borgwart.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Keep going, Megan. That's 2 Andrea.
There's
Pastor,
O'Connor.
by and large, he's, you know, the defense has stayed the same. Made a few changes up front. I'm sure we're going to start seeing quite a bit of more substitution here anytime, especially with 2 more games this week. So,
Well, Jim, I did see him substitute a couple of people in on defense.
well, yeah,
With about
yeah.
like 10 minutes in the game, he played them like 5-6 minutes, maybe 7 minutes.
I think he gave Liz a little bit of
Yeah, maybe it was Liz.
at
Now that,
stopper.
yeah,
but
I don't think.
that back 3.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That's been there all night.
Yeah, you're probably
You
right.
know, he's been known for that.
Well, you know-
you get in that groove. and you might
Returning
not
for the
ever come out
Vikings,
of it.
number
I'll tell you what,
11,
Jim,
Louisa Wenning.
all the years
And number
that-
20, Haley
We
Becker.
played on really good, teams. The defense never came out. Those guys, just like your offensive line in football, they got to learn how to play together and really get to know each other. And that's exactly what he does. Except for the stopper position.
Yeah.
He'll substitute out because a
there's
good
lot of
stopper
running
needs
there.
to run.
Yep, just
Yeah.
like the outside mids. That
Yep.
guy's, except Jake Schroff-Nagalu would not come off the field. He would not allow it. But
Well, there was always a substitute on the side. He just
Yeah.
wouldn't come out. That was the difference. Oh, there's a nice shot. Oh,
is that Haley? What a
That was
cute
a-
little shot there.
that
Huh?
was a very nice shot.
You know,
That could have hooked right in there. Just curious, are we going to see their other goalie come back in? Or
Hey, Richie.
is she done for the night? That'll be interesting to see. 66th minute here. WLA up 8-0.
Rachel, Caitlin.
Got a mix of players on the field right now.
Oh, Callie had one. That's right.
O'Connor in the back. Whoop.
that was not
That was the first mistake we've seen by the defense, Jim.
right, and
Yeah.
just a little indecision. And they're talking
Thank you,
about it
Richie.
right there. I think Brianna says next time, Sarah, that ball's got to go out hard to the side, and it will.
Yep. I mean, 66 minutes in and only have one mistake. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, especially just Sarah, just being a sophomore.
There's no blood on her shirt. Okay, thank
You know, I know she played quite a bit as a freshman, but wow.
Jim. Going in.
Replacing the goalie.
Returning
back
in goal
after a
for the
nosebleed.
Lions, number 99,
Larry Bird Jr.
Kirsten Nowak.
Yeah, we've seen their goalie kind of get better right in front of us, Jim.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like a training camp.
Remember they had a few years ago, the boys had Hack Kid. He was about 6'3" on the boys team, and he started since he was a freshman. He became a really good, solid goalie for Lomira, because I think over the course of his 4 years, he probably faced about 8,000 shots,
Got a pretty good crowd.
Returning for the
WLA
Vikings,
crowd
number
tonight.
14, Callie Wickman.
The only thing is our sideline reporter thinks that they're a little quiet. Little bit quiet, and we'd like to see.
Yeah, it is a really nice Tuesday night crowd, no doubt.
You know, and it is a little cold, so they probably got their gloves on. We just probably can't hear them clap.
Good point.
You know, there's so many echoes from that stand over there, John, from all the years of soccer when we were over there before we had kids, while our kids were playing, and now while they're done. And one of them that just keeps echoing throughout this entire valley is Richie Schultz's dad. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Way to go, Richie! I can still hear that. It's just...
I can hear Jerry Huth.
There you go.
Oh,
He
yes.
was one of the originals, wasn't he?
Yeah, I can hear.
Was he the originator of Come On Viking?
Well,
That's a rumor I heard, so.
he certainly did enough of it.
And that was obviously the Oakfield booth?
Yep. Yep. And Carl's nickname, his son, was the garbage man because he was a forward that was an untrained forward, in my opinion, and he just
Hung around.
he knew where to stand to make goals, and every one of his goals in his whole career was a garbage goal, and but he was always in the right spot, so you had to give him credit.
Well, I kind of take exception to that, although in an endearing way. When I was a senior, Coach Knipple on the basketball teams called me the garbage man because I was always hanging around and I'd get 4 or 5 baskets a game just by, being in the right place at the right
It's because
time.
of the girlfriend you had when you were a senior.
Well, actually what it was Mike Beek that he would take like 3 guys out and then I'd just be standing there all alone. You always need in there, don't you, John?
And let me
Poor
just-
Mike's not even here to defend himself now.
He'd smile and he'd take that and smile and say, "Yep, you bet."
No, I only can speak because I have the advantage because I was actually there, and I can't not disagree with you. I'd probably have to agree with you and all that.
I remember him telling me if there was a guy he didn't like, he'd step on the guy's foot right before he was going to jump.
Mike
I said,
Beekler?
"Man, you could really mess somebody up doing that." Every team needs a little edge, right?
Oh,
Here we go. Let's see if
Lomira.
Sarah, look at
Oh,
that.
a nice
I tell
play.
ya. Yep.
nice play to the outside.
Sarah said, "I'm not going to get caught."
Now,
again."
this is a backup. No, it's not.
Yep, we got Marsden.
Yep, the sun was in my eyes for a minute.
Marsden, 2 O'Connors, and a Bernard.
She was way on the other side and came zipping across. I'm not to say that she was out of position or anything, but oh, there's a nice play.
Excellent turn.
Oops.
Well, that Lorenz girl is not afraid.
Oh,
she
nice
said,
back
"I'm
flick.
going to roll up the sleeves and we're going to get some work done here."
Oh,
That
Wow.
girl will work.
here we go, right up the center. Do we have a possibility here?
Ooh, that younger Wickman, I like it. She's giving it the shoulder right
She's
back. I like
learning
that.
too. I mean,
Oh,
there's a nice
oh,
shot, and there it is.
Is that Becker?
I want to say that was Becker.
No? Yes.
Yeah, with a 30. I'm going to call it about 36 yards out, just over the top of the goalie's head for.
Viking goal in the
Awesome shot.
72nd minute. Number 20, Haley Becker.
Listen.
In for Lomira. Number 10, Libby Goff. Number 14, Claire Lindberg. And number 15, April Trauba. And returning for the Vikings, number 18, Caitlin Bonilla.
Oh, I'm getting fan mail, Jim.
Yeah, that was a beauty by. We saw Haley a little earlier tonight. That same kind of shot. This was a tough one, John, because it was face on the goal. It was head up on the goalie. Angles. There's no angles to be had. She had to put it directly over, drop it right over her head. What a nice shot.
And like you said, she maybe I said she had the best corner kick or one of the best corner kicks, and you said, yeah, she has a pretty strong leg. I'll tell you what, we got an opportunity to see a pretty strong leg and a shot right there.
Yeah, and touch.
Yeah, placed.
That is so hard. Once again, I'm impressed with Lomira. They have not laid down. They are still hustling.
No, we're 9-0, and they're still working hard. There's a shot, but not on goal, but on the outside. Outside forward checks to the ball. Yes.
That's a good punt.
Yep.
And here comes
And there
the
she
onside.
is. She's playing in the.
Caitlin.
Caitlin is playing in the midfield on that play. Oh, did you see the bend on that? I mean, I literally thought that was going to go 4 feet wide and ends up only like 6
Returning
inches.
for the Vikings, number 6, Madison Sampson.
And she hit that on the dead run.
Yeah, I mean, that was a spinner with a hook on it. I like it. He's keeping the rotation up, Jim. He's really rotating through players, giving all sorts of players opportunities to play tonight.
Everybody that knows slapping.
Look at him.
Sure, he'll love that.
We'll get over it.
Lomira continues to play defense. I mean, they're not laying down, that's for sure.
In for the Vikings, number 21, Alyssa Lorenz.
Now Lorenz is playing in that stopper or sweeper, spot for Liz O'Connor. I don't think she played there in the first half, did she? Didn't we see her mainly at midfield?
Yeah, that Honecker, Teresa Honecker played a little bit there.
Okay. Just trying to keep track of. Did you? I just saw the ref kick the ball before it actually physically went over the line. I'm sorry.
Returning for the Lions, number 3, Bella Calarco.
I'm sorry. Not that we're in the Super Bowl.
I know, but you're just not used to seeing that.
But whoops. I mean, we've seen the ref come on the field. He's on the field right now, folks. Just so you see it. The line judge is 20 yards in.
Now, if two of the referees break out in a game of cribbage, I am going to protest.
Lorenz hits and clears. Oh, don't even start on that.
No, thank you. If he's here Thursday, I'm just going to turn around and leave. Tell Pastor you're on your own.
Oh, she is playing center mid. Caitlin puts a nice ball over to the corner. Lets Wickman try and run up on it.
You've got so many of these girls that are so talented. You know, Morgan and Caitlin Bonilla and
The
Haley.
Wickman girls.
And yeah, I mean, and they're almost interchangeable. You can run them inside, outside. You've got Mayhawk. You've got Belling. It just incredible. And then they bring this freshman, number 22, in. You know, Borgward, and I mean, she looks like she's been there all day.
Oh, and look at that play, Jim.
Turns, yep. Haley knows where to get the ball.
Haley hits it right over to the opposite side, changes the field, gives us an opportunity. And look at that cutback.
move.
Puts her in the hole, Jim. Did you see her
Caitlin, what a
line it up?
beauty.
Beautiful.
She lined it up to get it right in the gap. I'm sorry, Jim. I am like totally
perfect.
impressed.
That was a perfect ball.
You know, I have literally, I tried to figure out one day how many soccer games that I've either played in, coached, watched, and it's well over 2,000. And I'll tell you, I am totally impressed.
You look at Haley Becker, the first 2 years, she started as a freshman, started on varsity, but she was an outside mid.
That's true.
And Juan and I often said, man, that girl's got some skill. Well, now they've got some other girls that can run that outside. They moved her in, and she is just incredible, distributing, scoring.
Returning for the Vikings, number 7, Morgan Markgraf, and number 11, Louisa Wenig.
Somebody else has to.
Larissa Wenning.
Somebody else has to.
Pastor said Winnig.
Wenig. And what position is she?
Did
She
you see
playing
two girls
outside?
come out?
She's
I only saw one.
2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Somebody else must have snuck off. I saw Becker come off.
Nice play. Nice play, Jim. stays in control of that, watching so she doesn't get off sides. Here comes a
Take
nice
one.
little play outside.
Oh, good pass.
Nice pass.
Wow.
Tough touch there. Yep, a little better touch by the younger Wickman, and she'd had another one. Game you've been on.
Oh. Interesting. I
In for the Lions, number 11, Krista Justman.
Louisa there, Jim. Boy, another one coming off the bench, outside mid. It's like puts the ball right where it needs to go to give WLA a chance to put one in. Oh, I would have liked to seen a call off there.
You know, one of the many advantages to having this many talented kids, John, is I'll bet you the practices are intense when you can mix them up a little bit and have that many good players going at each other.
It only helps you, just like tonight, Lomira. They're getting better right in front of our eyes because they're getting a
Returning for
chance to
Lomira,
play
number
against
9,
a really good
Steph
team.
Luco.
Absolutely.
She works at the Piggly
Piggly Wiggly Shop the Pig. I don't know if they're paying for sponsorship, but we'll give them a little.
Here comes
Here
the
we
freshman
come.
speedster, huh?
Here we come. She's keeping in control of the ball. Oh, there was a push in the back, Jim. I think I would have made that as a call, even though it was in the box. There's Bonilla. She's going to let it rip. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, and she knocked it out of her hand. Jim,
Now,
that should have been a call knocking it out of her
right, you
hand.
can't do that once the goalie has
That
it.
was a
should be
foul. And I would have called another foul. I probably would have called a foul in the box and a PK because that was a push in the
There's a
back.
lot going on there. Well, kind of even though.
I know.
But
I know.
Now, if Caitlin Bonilla, she's a fabulous soccer player, but maybe she should spend Thursday night on the softball diamond. Did you see her change up on that kick? That was incredible. She wound up and that ball just floated in there. It was like it was on a string.
Nice job, Lisa.
Yep, great hustle there.
Nice.
She saw, am I going to pass back? Yes, I am.
There we go.
Awesome.
Nice job, Louisa.
Oh. That was cool because she wasn't going to pass back and she looked and the player was too tight. Louisa, that is. And then there's another nice play. We've seen 3 nice plays in a row by her. Tripped, unfortunately, but ooh, there's a nice play.
You know, every time I see a real
Thanks.
deliberate play like we just saw in a number 11 for us, a really nice play, and take their time, nice and slow, right?
Nice
Takes
job.
me back to the
Yeah.
days of Chris Stolfus playing defense for Pastor Haig. Remember Chris, how deliberate he was? I almost think he thought he was asleep half the time, and he did that old rollover or whatever he do. I mean, he just nothing was ever got him going. You know,
You're
just
gonna make that
consistent.
call?
We don't need a wall. We
Yes, he
don't
was.
need a
Cool as a
wall.
cucumber is right. Here's Lomira with a free kick. This might be one of their best chances. And
yes.
a very nice kick. Just drifts a little bit wide, but
And,
great chance for Lomira to get on the board there.
yeah, and that was really set up by the physical play of both sides. We got called for an elbow or an arm. They got a free kick in a nice spot. Almost did something with it, but they didn't. But there's another nice shot.
I'm playing. We're both. You play side. Side middle.
Go on in, girl. Go in, girls. Go.
April.
Returning for Lomira, number 7, Lizzie Wolf, and number 12, Andrea Geiger.
Who's on the other side on defense? One more time.
So we got Brianna Bernard and
Brianna. Okay.
Marsden Steinhelder. They'd be what you consider what fullbacks, John?
Right.
And,
Was Brianna the one that they called on down there? I'm not sure.
yeah,
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Could have
But,
been.
but now we call it down here. Same.
You're getting all the rebounds.
So they're bringing. He's done that a lot, bringing his sweeper up to take this, like Sarah is.
Yeah.
Seen that a lot, haven't we? over the years, the Trent Readers and the kids like that.
Nice.
Oh, great.
Put right in there.
How about that? Right over the head and there. It should have been an assist. Great job by Sarah O'Connor.
I'm getting all sorts of fan mail here. Oh!
Oh, boy.
I tell you what,
That was a bail right there is what that was.
oh,
Okay,
I don't know. I don't know.
flailing.
I don't know.
John, if we ever make it big, we're going to hire a cameraman, you know that? Or a woman, or a child, or a
Wait a
dog, or
minute.
anything.
We are. He's non-union, remember?
That's right. We're talking about action that no one can see because we're just slightly behind moving.
You know, and we apologize to the grandparents out there.
Yeah, and hopefully, I know the Wickmans have an aunt and uncle in Minnesota up at New Ulm. Hopefully they'll be able to watch it. And the Markgrafts were in Cincinnati or somewhere. Yeah, Cincinnati, right? Ohio.
Well, a shout out to the Wickmans and Margraffs then. Hopefully they're watching. We try to not only call the game, but we try and make it a little bit interesting and exciting. Well, we're to the 83rd minute, 84th
Returning for the
minute.
Vikings, number 3, Caitlin Pouch, and number 20, Haley Becker.
Score is 9-0, and we've went through all of our hot chocolate. It's chilly and perfect for soccer, but
Thankfully, that wind, which has been just horrible all fall, feels like fall, all spring, was gentle on us tonight because that east wind has been almost unbearable.
for those of you that don't know that are watching this for the first time, we're up in the press box and we're up, 8-9 feet above the fences. And this is a cold spot because, there's a
There it
nice
is.
shot.
Beautiful shot. Gorgeous.
You know, that shot, there was no chance for the goalie to make a play
Lion
on
goal
that.
in the
It was
86th
hard
minute.
and
Number
up.
12, Andrea Geiger.
Up in the top of the net, and there was no way she could get to it.
She saw it.
Just one of the tough shots to try and defend. She was out a little bit. She was in the right spot, Jim.
Yeah.
It was a great shot.
It was.
You cannot take away a great shot. That's what it was.
Gwen, was that the Geiger that was a real good basketball player this year? First team
That's
all-conference?
Natalie.
Oh, that was Natalie,
Geiger.
okay.
But that might be her sister.
Okay. A Geiger put that in?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to give it a Geiger counter?
A Geiger counter.
Okay.
That's actually Conrad Haney's cousin.
Wow. Here comes the Lorenz girl right now playing some tough defense.
Look at her go.
Oh, Jim, and she does a side chip on it and takes it away. Right there, right to her foot. Tough first touch. You know, we always say it's about the first touch, and
That's something Pastor could definitely work on tomorrow with these girls is, send that 15, 20-yard pass and work on your settles, your first touches, and because, you're going to need those. You're not going to have as many chances in some games. So.
Yep. My son Aaron, he always says, I hear him often say, it's all about the first touch. And, of course, that comes from a kid that's got a little bit of experience in the forward position.
Yeah.
It is about the first touch. Because you don't get a lot of opportunities.
You do in high school, sometimes, and then you get to college, and
the
everything
college
is tough.
Yeah. I mean, your touch has got to be there. You don't get it.
But even in high school, when the competition, when it gets to be sectional time,
You
and
bet.
state time, everything is
Oh,
precious.
watch this. Oh,
Nice.
What a great defensive play.
The Bernard girl has no fear.
Yeah, I understand if you want to talk about pine going on your knees.
That's next to me.
Returning for the Vikings, number 17, Aaron Belling.
Well, I imagine Mayville probably played tonight, seeing it's a conference night, so
It's
both
5-0
teams
at
should
halftime.
be.
They played Whalen.
Whalen? Oh, well, they kind of played, yeah. So,
88th minute.
had
You
a
can
scrimmage.
see how it's going here.
They had a scrimmage.
WLA up 9-1. Lomira comes back and puts a nice score on WLA.
look at that.
Look at that
hesitation,
move. Right to the center.
huh? Caitlin with a beautiful hesitation. There again, though, when you get that deep, sometimes, you know, that pass cannot be, square. It's got to come back.
That 22 degrees that you and I talk
Yeah.
about, or I talk
Get
about.
back in that, somewhere in that 5 to 8 yard area where it's almost impossible to defend that. Oh, there's a good look.
There it is. And
Oh,
there's a
yes.
nice shot. Right across the center,
Is that Haley?
and Haley's Comet puts in the 10th goal.
Again?
In the
For
89th
WLA.
minute, WLA goal number 20, Haley Becker.
Yeah. Haley Becker, and I call her Haley's Comet because I'll tell you what, that ball was just pew.
In for the Lions, number 18, Mariah Reclaw.
Another St. John's Girls. What?
Great ball out to Belling here. Belling's got the angle. Is she going to pass it up? Number 9 does a nice job, cuts back in. Ooh, a little. Ooh. Excuse me, I think I've been ball watching, Jim, instead of telling my camera guy to work the camera. Wow. Belling kind of did the old loop to loop. We often talk about that in basketball, but she just pulled the loop to loop.
1 minute, huh? You gonna announce?
Coming down to about the last minute of the game here. Ball in.
One
That
minute.
was
1 minute remaining in the game.
that was one of the best balls.
Better corners.
Yeah, as far as distance.
Richie, how many is that? 18. We were hoping
18.
for 20, but we got
18. Yeah, we really kind of slowed down the second half after having 14 the first half. Wow. Right back to her. Whoop. Got to talk a little bit on the field. She didn't know she was there. I don't know if he meant the arm of Lomira or WLA because I saw a lot of red there. Whoop. No talking again. Didn't know she was there.
Yeah, you can tell they got a little different lineup in there. They're not communicating as well as they did.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, Jim, for the first game of the year, I'll tell you what, my overall impression is ooh wow.
I hear you. I don't do impressions, John. I used to when I was younger, but well, I'll tell you what. This is going to be an exciting group to watch, and I'm anxious for Thursday. And Mayville Cardinals coming to town. It's going to be a heck of a match.
Yeah.
The final score of tonight's game is the WLA Vikings 10 and the Lomira Lions 1. The Vikings return to action right here at the complex.
Stay tuned for the post-game report as we interview your WLA players to get game insights.
Here we are with Kira Wickman and Aaron Belling, and we're going to start with you, Kira. 5 goals tonight against the Lionesses. I mean, what was the secret? What was going on?
I think for a while we didn't realize that we were not playing the offside trap really well, but after we got the hang of it, we really used that to our advantage and kept playing on those attacks.
Awesome. And Aaron, we were absolutely amazed up in the booth how fast you are. I mean, there were so many times you got around the corner. We don't know what you ate for breakfast, but what was going on through your mind? You constantly saw you and the goal was wide open.
I just really wanted to get down the field and get the fast breaks going and cut it back to give some of my teammates a chance to score.
And that was a lot of what happened tonight. You were in the right spot. Your midfielders were putting it right almost at your feet a lot of times. Almost kudos to those midfielders.
Exactly. Yeah, they played a great game. They really knew what they were doing with the ball. Perfect passes tonight.
Yeah, we watched Coach Haig do his typical substitution. How do you like that rotation of what goes on? It gives you a little chance to breathe.
Yeah, it was a little long on the bench for a while, but I was ready to go back in.
So you got one of your harder games coming up on Thursday night against Mayville. What's the key, Kira?
I think we really just need to come out strong in the first few minutes of that game. We need to be aggressive and just work as a team and push through that win.
Aaron, how do you see the Springs game on Friday? What do you see as the key there?
Just work hard and don't expect anything less than they're going to be good, and just come out with the mindset to go hard.
Well, congratulations on a well-played game. I got to tell you, I've seen over 2,000 soccer games plus. I was impressed. You guys look great. Congratulations, girls.
Thanks for tuning into the game this week. We'll be back with you next week for another great round of WLA soccer. Hey, don't forget to tell all your friends and family about the new WLA YouTube channel. See you next week.